Let me ask you something real quick. If your paycheck stopped today, how long would you last? A week? 2 weeks? A month? Because according to a recent Yahoo Finance report, check it, 72% of U.S. workers say that they rely on a second source of income. That means most people are already living in a world where one income just isn't cutting it anymore. And today on Money Moves Live, we're breaking down what's really going on. Is this a sign of financial collapse or a new normal? We're having one income is actually the risky move. Welcome to Money Moves Live. Market Mastery Live was our old name of the show. But family, we are upgrading, we are rebranding. The name of tonight's show is Money Moves Live. Welcome to Money Moves Live. I'm the market minister, Jaden Israel. What's the mission? The mission: faith, finance, freedom. That's right, family. Before we get started with this juicy live stream, YouTube Studio says, it better say, excellent condition. That's what I thought. Shout out to YouTube. Excellent condition. Family, we are live. That's right. This is not pre-recorded. This is live and it's going down right now. The title of tonight's live stream: actually, let me just go ahead and show the thumbnail. Let's get right to it. 72% need second income. I repeat, 72% need two incomes. Are you a part of that 72% that relies on a second income? Be honest. You ain't got to lie to kick it. 72% need second income. In this live stream, we are breaking down, we're going to break down a viral YouTube finance report showing that a majority of U.S. workers, I repeat, we break down a viral video, a viral Yahoo Finance report showing that a majority of U.S. workers now rely on a secondary income. We'll explore why this shift is happening, what it says about the economy in 2026, and how everyday people can respond wisely without falling into hype, burnout, or get rich quick traps. You got to watch out for those get rich quick schemes, family. There are many out there. New ones are popping out all the time. Beware of scammers. Beware of get rich quick schemes. That's not what we're about over here on Faith-Filled Finance. My wife and I, we teach stock market investing. We teach financial literacy. If you desire to earn money with skill, not a get rich quick scheme, because we are not the ones. We don't offer that. But if you desire to learn a skill to grow your income, go down in the description and enroll in the trading course. And with trading, you can make money rather quickly. Follow the instructions, family, and learn a skill on how to earn money investing. And also, here's free game: buy and hold. Buy and hold in the stock market. Keep on buying and keep on holding. I suggest the S&P 500, which is the top 500 companies on the U.S. stock market exchange, and also the total stock market, all the stocks. 72% need two incomes. The title of today's message: why 72% of workers need a second income now. Now, let's get right to it, family. Let's get into this information because this is alarming. You mean to tell me 72% of people rely on a second income? Family, good Lord, that's a lot of people. That's a lot of folks, fam. Check it. That's almost 3/4 of the U.S. population. If you are one of those people that only have one income, you may be skating on thin ice. But that's all right. Over here on Money Moves Live, we give you strategies. We give you game on how to earn income multiple ways. There's more ways to get this paper, family. You don't have to rely on your boss to give you what they want to give you. Instead, you can give yourself a raise. Instead, you can quit your job. Instead, you can create your own retirement. Instead, you can have financial freedom. What's the goal? Faith, finance, freedom. You can have faith, but without finance, you ain't gonna have no freedom. Talk to me. And if you have finance, but you ain't got no faith, you ain't got no freedom. You may think you do, but you do not. And you never will. In the words of the former coach of the Indianapolis Colts, Jim Mora Sr., you think you know, but you don't know. And you never will. Playoffs? Playoffs? We're just trying to win another game. Y'all remember that? Classic. Family. Scared money don't make money. Peace and blessings, fam. Message out of my way. Scared money don't make money. It's time to invest. It's time to investigate other strategies to get this money. It's time to not only rely on one income, and that income being your W-2, your 9-to-5 job. Today, this article is from YouTube, Shout out to YouTube. It is from Yahoo Finance. Yahoo Finance explains why 72% need second income. Right here, fam. 72% of U.S. workers say they rely on a second income, while 26% say they need the side job just to cover the bills. This article is recent. Von Himmelsbach, oh, I know I didn't pronounce that right. This was written February 21st, 2026. It's a 6-minute read. 6 minutes, fam. Let me go ahead and blow this up. Some people say I need glasses. I think there's a damn lie. My eyesight is perfect if you ask me. Okay, that's better. Let's go. For many Americans, it's becoming harder and harder to make ends meet. From groceries to rent payments, many of life's basic living expenses are more expensive than they were just a few years ago. And many people don't feel like their paychecks stretch as far as they used to. In order to get by, Americans are increasingly turning to secondary sources of income. According to a My Perfect Resume survey of 1,000 U.S. workers, almost 3/4, 72%, goodness gracious, of respondents with a regular job now depend on at least one secondary source of income, which is up 71% from 2025. Highlight of time. Where side hustles were once seen as a way to bring in a bit of extra cash for savings or discretionary spending, they are now considered a lifeline for the 26% of respondents who say they need a secondary income just to cover basic living expenses. So for the 26%, a secondary income is absolutely needed. They got to cover their living expenses with that second income. Family, that time is here. That time has been here where you need more than just one income. Unless you have a really nice paying job. But for many Americans, you got to have another income. Why more Americans need a side hustle? As My Perfect Resume reports, nearly 4 in 10 respondents, 38%, say inflation has significantly increased their need for additional income, while 72% say the rising costs have made side work more necessary overall. Inflation, rising costs. The cost of living has gone up, but has your paycheck? I repeat, the cost of living has went up, but has your paycheck? Has your boss given you that raise? While it costs more for food, for shelter, for clothes, for entertainment, has your 9-to-5 paycheck, has that increased? Over the past 5 years, the cost of living has increased significantly, while wages simply haven't kept up. This comes during a time of economic uncertainty that's coupled with the threats of artificial intelligence, AI, not to be confused with AI, Allen Iverson. Shout out to AI, the answer, one of my favorite basketball players growing up, which could upend the careers of many Americans in the future. Fam, AI is a threat for everybody. To some degree, AI is a threat. Now, will AI replace all jobs? I don't think so. But will it change the nature of many jobs? I would safely say so. I would say yes. I'll stake your life on it that AI will impact many jobs. I repeat, I'm not a betting man, but I'll stake your life on it that AI will have an impact on many jobs. It already has a huge impact. It's already changing the world that we're living. The world that we live in, it's already changing and it's only getting better. It's improving, family, and AI is here to stay. It ain't going nowhere. Hopefully your job is not replaced by AI, because AI ain't going nowhere. But that job, that one income that you think you can always depend on, that's going to go somewhere. Where? AI. AI can replace your job. Depending on what you do, I don't know what you do, family, but depending on your job, there may be one day where your job may be replaced by an entity that doesn't take bathroom breaks, that doesn't text while they're on the job, that doesn't complain, that doesn't ask for a raise, that does not take vacations, that does not get sick. AI don't do those things. Humans, hey, we do those things. We have needs, family. We're humans. AI has changed the world we live in. It's time to not only diversify our income, our assets. It's time to diversify our skills. It's time to gain skills, because it's skills that pay the bills. And the Most High has blessed you with skills, family, that I don't have, that many don't have. You have knowledge, you have skills, you have assets, you have talents, you have gifts to share with the world so that you can be rewarded for it, so that you can be paid. That can be your second income. The things you love to do can be your second income. The things that you're good at can be your second income. AI is here, family. Inflation is here, family. The cost of living is here, family. It's going up. Let's get our paper up. Let's get our paper up, family. Where we at? We right here. Over the past 5 years. Oh no, we read that already. Let's go down right here. Respondents to the surveys say their second income is derived from freelance or gig work. 14%. 14% the income, freelance or gig work. Investments, 14%. Side businesses they own, 9%. Passive income, such as rents or royalties, 9%. Or a second job with another employer, 4%. While more than half, 52%, say having additional income makes them feel more secure, and 68% say their side work has never interfered with ambition or availability at their main job, working a side gig can take its toll. The downsides of side hustles. Hey, let's keep it real. While a side hustle can boost your income, it can also leave you with little or no downtime. And that could potentially do harm to your relationships. You could also end up neglecting your primary job because you find your side hustle to be more interesting, or you are just plain tired. Are you this person? Are you this person, family? Is this you? Is this what you go through? Do you have a side hustle where you like your side hustle, more than your main job because you're tired of your main job? Or are you this person that has a side hustle because you got to have this side hustle? Regardless, you got to get this paper. But at the same time, it's affecting your work-life balance. Work-life balance is so important. So imperative. But I understand. Bills have to be paid. Kids have to be fed. Wi-Fi has to stay on. I get it, fam. If your primary job pays well, you may be better off putting an extra hour there in hopes of getting a promotion or a raise, as opposed to devoting energy to a lower paying side hustle. Besides, as time goes on, that fun side gig may start to feel more and more like a legitimate job. And even if it's a side hustle, it still comes with all the same responsibilities as your primary job. Perhaps even more so, since you are also responsible for taxes, accounting, insurance, and potential legal matters. If you're depending on passive income or even investments to boost your income, you'll probably discover that they are not truly passive, as most require substantial upfront and ongoing work. For instance, setting up a successful portfolio can take time and research, and at least occasional monitoring and rebalancing. Similarly, real estate can take substantial time and effort to acquire and generally requires ongoing maintenance and property management, which could include dealing with tenants. And that could be a lot of work, especially if you are a landlord in California. That's going to take additional work. That's going to take additional painkillers because your head is going to be hurting dealing with some of these tenants now. Your faith is going to be tested dealing with some of these tenants now. Shout out to the tenants. Shout out to the landlords. Now, this article is just showing you some of the pros and cons of having side hustles and having passive income. From my understanding, it's not saying do not have side hustles. It's not saying do not own property. It's not saying that. It's just giving a point of view that it may be easier for you to gain a raise at your job opposed to investing your time and your money into passive income and side hustles. Now, I encourage you, family, from my opinion, this is from me, this is from the market minister, Jayden Israel. Follow your heart, follow your passions, follow your dreams, pursue them, even when others say quit. If you love that side hustle, if that side hustle is making impact on people, if it's serving a need, continue at it. Continue to do what you love. You don't have to give up your side hustle in order to go and beg your boss to give you a raise. Now, the article, from my understanding, is not saying that. It's saying it may be easier. It may be easier to get a raise that way. It may be easier to get more money that way. However, pursue what brings you joy. Pursue what makes you happy. We live in America, right? It says in the Constitution the pursuit of happiness, well, guess what? You have the freedom to pursue happiness. If your side hustle makes you happy, makes your customers happy, and solves a problem, in my opinion, keep on keeping on. Keep on trucking. It may not pay great at first. It might take you some upfront additional time and money. But if you love doing it, if it don't feel like work, if it builds community, if it has a purpose, if it serves a need, continue at it. I suggest give yourself a raise. But this is a great perspective to look at. You got to look at the pros and cons. Always weigh out the pros and cons when making decisions, family, especially when it comes to making money. Because with money, with earning passive income, you are still investing your time, and your time is the most valuable thing that you can offer, your time. And as much as earning money, having a 9-to-5 is not played out, you are still offering that job your most valuable asset, your time, your life. If you love what you do, if you love your job, salute to you. Well, then it may not be a job to you. It may be your career. It may be your calling. It may be your passion, your actual job. It just depends on what your 9-to-5 is. But if you're like many Americans, you hate your job, but you got to show up, I suggest you look into other ways to earn income, passive income, investments, ownership. Now let's continue. Where are we? We are right here. Respondents right here. Respondents to my perfect resume survey say that sustaining a side income has led to a decline in health, 21%, less time for family, hobbies, 20%, and an increase in burnout, 15%. Yet, more than a quarter, 28%, are adapting and reports that their workload now feels very sustainable. You got to factor in these numbers, family. You got to consider the pros, the cons. Some people's health is affected. Some people don't get to spend as much time with their family. Some people are just tired. But then some people know how to deal with it. 28% of people are adapting and report that their workload now feels very sustainable. The upside of a secondary income. Now we saw the downside. Now we're looking at the upside. Let's go. While the extra cash is a major plus, there are other benefits of a side hustle that aren't monetary. For example, a side gig can give you a competitive advantage in your career. We're highlighting that. We live in America. Capitalism, aka competition. Psychology expert and author Alice Boyce writes in Psychology Today, arguing that a side hustle can help you develop skills that others on your career trajectory may not possess. This can help you become unique in your main career, since you'll bring those new skills and perspectives to your core work role. A side hustle can also diversify your sources of self-esteem and make you more resilient to knockbacks, writes Boyce or Boys. So, if you're struggling at your day job, but your side hustle is bustling, it can be easier to cope with your work-related frustrations, disappointments, and setbacks. Because you don't need the job as much. Okay, yeah, you do need it. You pretty much need it because it is your main income. But your frustrations at work, your annoying ass coworkers, your ugly ass boss, your cheap ass boss. Just playing. I'm a minister, trust me. I'm a licensed minister, family. Ass is not a cuss word. Ass is a donkey. You can say it. Only religious people, they can't say it. Religious people, they can't live life. Everything's a sin to them. I wonder if having a side income is a sin to them. I know not having a sense of humor is. It can be easier to cope with your work-related frustrations, disappointments, and setbacks. A side gig might also allow you to use a different part of your brain or body, depending on your job, helping to prevent mental fatigue or physical injury. It can also provide you with an opportunity to hang out with new, interesting people, build your network, and give you more balance and perspective, especially if you're a workaholic. We highlight that. Opportunity to hang out. Here we go. Hangouts with new, interesting people, build your network. You gotta stay networking. You gotta be about your hustle, man. Always. Regardless of the pros and cons of side hustles, the need for secondary income sources seems like it's here to stay. In fact, most respondents, 71% in my perfect resume survey, believe side incomes will become more common among U.S. workers next year. Do you agree, family? Do you think that number will go up? It went up from 71% to 72%. Do you think that's going to go up? What's going to go up? 72% need two incomes. I know the cost of living, that's going up. Inflation. It's more expensive to live life, yet one income for many people doesn't cut it. To summarize the article, a Yahoo Finance report highlights survey data showing that 72% of U.S. workers say they rely on a second income source, while a smaller portion say they need that extra income just to cover basic living expenses. The findings point to a growing trend where side income is no longer just optional. It's becoming common and, for many, necessary. The report reflects broader financial pressures such as rising living costs, inflation, and wage stagnation. which are pushing more people to seek additional income streams beyond their primary job. Fam. So here's the real question. Not just should you get a second income, but what happens if you don't? I repeat, here's the real question. It's not, should I get a second income? Here's the question. What happens if I don't? We are living in a time where relying on one paycheck might feel normal, but the data is showing something different is happening underneath it all. This isn't about fear. It's about awareness. Because once you see the shift, you can start making moves that actually protect your financial future instead of just reacting to it. Now, are you one of those people that desire to create another source of income? Do you desire to have more income than what your boss gives you? Is that you? Do you desire to have income besides the income that you have at your 9 to 5? Do you desire to make your own money? Well, family, I did some past live streams that will assist you on that journey. Let me go ahead and use that as an opportunity to show off, to shamelessly plug these videos. We're here on Money Moves Live. We're going to go back some of these videos here. Let me go ahead and recommend these videos right here. Right here. Three ways to invest. The three types of investment smart investors use. Mutual funds versus ETFs. Which one wins? Hopefully you guys can see that. Is my big head in the way? Move, Jaden. Get out the way. Get out the way, Jaden. Get out the way. Right here to the left, or to the right, to the right, to the right. Mutual funds versus ETFs. Check this out, family. This shows you how to invest, how to become an owner. You can become an owner, family. It's about ownership. Through mutual funds and ETFs. The power of compound interest. Why time makes you rich. Compound interest is the eighth wonder of the world. It's where your interest is interest on interest. It's a phenomenon. If you're an investor, it works for you. If you're in debt, it works against you. For those who have wealth, you got to protect it. If not, it will get into the government's hands. It's going to get into probate, and it's going to put you through a lot of stress. Protect your legacy. Masterclass. Cryptocurrency. Explained what you should know before investing. I know a lot of people is doing it. It seems like it's the new thing, cryptocurrency. But before, family, you invest into something, make sure you do your research. Before you invest into an asset, Make sure you do your research. Don't get caught up with FOMO. What's FOMO? Fear of missing out. Don't invest from anxiety. You don't want to invest from anxiety. Don't do that. That is not of the Most High. We're not to be anxious for anything. Don't invest in something because you're anxious. Do the research. Take a deep breath. Breathe. Pray. Take a time out. Pause. Speak to people that know about this asset. To people, not just any old people, but people who actually own this asset, people who have that knowledge and that wisdom and the understanding to share with you. Not just any old body. You ask the wrong people, they're going to give you the wrong advice. Speak to people that are wiser than you, that are smarter than you, that got more experience than you. That's right, family. Generational wealth. God's plan for generational wealth. It's my wife and I. My better half right here, her weaker vessel right here. I'm her weaker vessel. You need 3 incomes. The 3 types of incomes you need to escape the 9 to 5. Passive income, real? It is real. Make money while you sleep. 30 passive income ideas. This article, family, right here, can provide you your second income. It can provide you your third income. It can provide you that source of money that is not from your boss. Passive income, it is real. You can make money while you're sleeping. Top side hustles 2026. The top side hustles 2026. The best side hustles. Making money in 2026. Now, if you got 1K, if you got $1,000, if you have $1,000, do this. If you have $1,000, do this first. 5 smart investing moves. Also, tomorrow, my wife and I, we will go live on our Wednesday show. Our Wednesday show. Don't fumble the bag. Family, we speak about trendy news. We speak about celebrities. We learn from them what to do and what not to do when it comes to finances. Trendy news, trendy topics, and celebrities. They show us financial lessons, and we're going to learn from them. My wife and I, we like to have a good time. We like to laugh. We like to joke. We don't go out of bounds now. We don't disrespect nobody, but we like to have fun. we keep it a buck. Hey, we keep it real. You feel me? We don't hold back. We don't step out of bounds, but I'm near that out of bounds line. I'm like 2 feet in as a wide receiver. Touchdown. 2 feet are in, even though they almost out. But they in though. We keep it clean, but we keep it fun and we keep it financial. We learn from the good habits and the bad habits of celebrities. Now, for our schedule, we have improved this platform. This channel has went through needed changes. We are moving on up. We are getting better. We are improving. And family, check out our schedule. Faith-filled finances, where faith and financial wisdom come together. Now, today, Money Moves live on Tuesdays, 5:30 p.m. Pacific time. Money Moves live Tuesdays, 5:30 p.m. Pacific time. Financial literacy, strategic investing, generational wealth. This is our wealth show. This is our nuts and bolts. We show you how to make money because we're about money moves. We show you how to get this paper multiple ways on Money Moves live. Now, Wednesdays, don't fumble the bag. Wednesdays, 5:30 p.m. Pacific time. Trendy topics, wealth gems. Kingdom Mindset. This is our new branded show. Fridays at 7 o'clock p.m. Pacific time on Kingdom Mindset. You get biblical wisdom to level up your mind, your money, and mission. Check us out on Kingdom Mindset. It starts with your mind. Your mind leads, your body follows. Motivation Monday, shorts, 10 o'clock a.m. Pacific time. Quick gems to start your week strong. All praises to the Most High. Peace and blessings. Jazz and Jaden Israel. Now, if you desire that second income, if you need that second income, trading course, we recommend this one right here, this trading course. This is our options trading course. We teach you a skill on how to become a wise investor, to be a wise steward of the money that the Most High has blessed you with. We teach you how to invest with wisdom, with discipline, with skill. Not gambling, not guessing, not losing, not stressing, investing. Now, you're not going to get rich quick right away. This is not what this is. You're not going to get rich quick overnight with our course. But if you desire to have a second income, this will get you on the right path. And when that time is right, you can replace your job. You can replace your job with trading. Hebrew Mastery Bundle. I'm a licensed minister. I love Hebrew. Hebrew has made me a wiser investor. Hebrew has brought me closer to the Most High. Hebrew has changed my life. If you desire to understand what the Bible will be really saying, that way you don't have to rely on that money hungry, hot dog neck, Pastor Poke Chop. If you don't want to rely on his lying fat ass, go ahead and enroll in the Hebrew Mastery Bundle. And I say that respectfully. I'm being respectful. Not all of them, but you know the ones. You know the ones. We know the ones. Yes, we're talking about them. Now, if you desire to speak the language that the Messiah spoke, Hebrew, and understand the Bible to what it really be saying, though, what it really be saying, and also if you like to get deeper and go deeper spiritually with the language of Hebrew, because it's beautiful, it's powerful. There's so many lessons within the language. It's a language within a it's a language within a language. It will make you overall a better individual. As long as your ego don't get to your head now. Gotta check your ego. Because like Spider-Man's daddy said, with great skill come great responsibility. Something like that. I ain't seen the movie in a long time. All courses right here. Patreon for exclusive content, behind the scenes footage. Go ahead and laugh at my pain, but it's going to be at your expense and mine. Kavod. Kavod is honor, splendor, glory. Kavod is the Hebrew word for honor, splendor, glory. On Kavod, you represent the kingdom and financial literacy. On Kavod, you can get this super cool, awesome t-shirt. You got to spread the word. This is the gospel right here. Scared money don't make money. Gospel means good news. Not to be confused. You know what I meant when I said that, okay? But for real, you got to get this paper, family. Getting money is part of life. It's about health, wealth, and relationships. In order to have a prosperous, to have a joyful life, you got to have wealth, health, and relationships. And also, you can't be scared. You have to have faith. Like Joshua, you have to be bold and courageous. I repeat, like Joshua, be bold and courageous. Invest your money, invest your time into side hustles, passive income, new skills. Be bold, be courageous, gain assets, skills, and multiple income. You do that by putting up your money. You're doing that by not being a shook one. You do that by not listening to those bummerclot haters that are telling you to stick to your 9 to 5, that are telling you to quit your side hustles so that you can be like them. You can settle like them. Pray for them. Encourage them that you can be your own boss, that you can have ownership through investing in the stock market, through investing in real estate, through investing in businesses. Not only encourage them, but lead by example. They're going to hate, but they're listening. They're watching. Stick to the process. Stay consistent. Stay learning. Stay humble. Stay hungry. And stay tapped in to the Most High. And then they're going to come around asking you for help. That's right. They're going to come around and they're going to ask you for help. Oh, how'd you do that? Oh, you quit your job? Oh, wow, so you're a full-time content creator? Wow. Oh, you're a full-time stock market investor? Oh, I want to do that. I want to quit my job. It's about leading by example, family, and staying consistent, staying on the course. The same people that was doubting you can be the same people asking you for help. Your haters can become your students. Your haters can become your employees. So they better watch it now. And we got to watch it. But we cannot be scared. We cannot be scared to open up our wallet and buy some stocks. When you're buying stocks, when you're buying shares in a company, when you're buying shares of a company, you're buying a piece of that company. You are becoming an owner by owning Apple, Nvidia, Microsoft. Do you like Nikes? Do you have Nikes? Yeah, you do. Put your hand up. I know you do. Do you own Nike stock? If you want to keep on buying some Nikes, go right ahead. Do what you do. But while you're buying some Nikes, while you're buying some Nike shoes, go ahead and buy some Nike stocks. You can enjoy the products and enjoy the ownership. And you don't just do it for yourself. You do it for your family, your children, your husband, your wife, your grandchildren, your children's children. For a good person leaves an inheritance for their children's children, for your seed, and also for yourself. Enjoy your life. Don't cheat yourself. Treat yourself. Now, let's finish up these announcements and get up out of here, family. Also, on Kavod, we have clothing on financial literacy and on the kingdom. We have clothing on the scriptures. All glory to God. Cash App, PayPal, Buy Me a Coffee, TikTok. If you want to go ahead and support the ministry, you can do so. This is a monetized channel. TikTok, IG, Facebook, Meta, Jane Jazz is our other channel. Also, our email right here. Stay consistent, family. Continue to work on your business. Continue to improve your business. Continue to improve your investing. Continue to grow your portfolio. And enjoy it while you do it. I see a lot of religious folks. Well, they mad as hell anyway. They mad. Religious people, family, I can't stand those people. I hate those people. I hate religious people. They got no joy. And they just want to destroy the joy that you have. They just want to remove it so that you can be miserable just like them. Now, with people who love God, I see that a lot of people who love God were not taught financial literacy. And I was one of those people. I grew up in the church. I was licensed as a minister in 2011. Family, I'm a licensed minister. I spent a lot of time in church. And let me tell you something. I can't remember one Bible study. I can't remember one function or devoted time or events where the churches I went to taught financial literacy. They tell you how to tithe. They remind you every Sunday, Brother Brown, did you pay your tithes? Sister Jackson, did you pay your tithes? They remind you to tithe all the time. But do they remind you to set aside some income to put in the stock market? I repeat, past a hot dog pork chop, past a hot dog neck pork chop will tell you to tithe every week. Not only tithes, but offerings. He will tell you to pay your tithes and your offerings every single week. But does he tell you? Does he remind you? Does he encourage you to set money aside for the stock market? Does he encourage you to set that money aside to save up to buy some property? Is he really making disciples? Or is he making dependents? Now, I've had good experiences, bad experiences, and experiences I don't want to talk about when it comes to organized religion. And this is coming from a licensed minister. I say this because I love you, family. I notice it's a serious problem amongst Bible believers. They know how to quote John 3:16. They know how to quote Genesis 1:1. But they don't know a damn thing about financial literacy. It's a problem. They can tell you the church will train us to quote Psalm 23. But we don't even know what a Roth IRA stands for. We don't even know, we wasn't taught what an ETF is. It's a problem. If you're in the church like that, family, look, pray, Seek the Most High. And if you feel like something is off, if you feel like you're being robbed, you may be. But if you're in a congregation where, hey, you guys are doing things, salute to you. I'm not hating on every congregation, but if you are in one of those congregations where you are being told to tithe, which is not biblical, you can't tithe anymore. Tithing is done away with. And if your pastor want to challenge me, tell him I'm right here. Tell him to run up. Tell him run up or shut up. Check it. Tithing is not biblical. It's done away with. It used to be, but it ain't no more. You can't do it no more. And I got receipts, but I'm not going to bring them out. I'm just going to hold that for another time. We long in the tooth. I'm finna sign out anyway. We're over an hour. But check it. Tithing is not biblical today. It's done away with today. So if your pastor is telling you to tithe, which we can't do today, I'll just go ahead and give it out. There's no standing temple. There's no standing Levitical priesthood. And if you was to tithe, guess what you will tithe? You will tithe food stuff, fruits, vegetables, produce. That's what you'll tithe. So since those times are not around anymore, you don't have to tithe. Now, if you want to give a donation, salute. That's one thing. But if your church is making you tithe, that's a problem. That church may be a liability for your income. That church may be a liability for your finances if they're strong-arming you by making you tithe and paying offerings on top of that. But you ain't got no ETFs. You ain't got no mutual funds. You don't own no shares. You don't own no property. And if you don't own property, you could own REITs through the stock markets. Did they teach you what a REIT is? I know Pastor Pochop didn't. Real estate investment trust. You can own a real estate investment trust through the stock market. You can have a piece of the pie of that real estate through the stock market. Are they teaching you about passive income? Are they teaching you about side hustles? Are they teaching you about side hustles? No, he's making you pay tithes and offerings so he can pay off his side chicks. Be careful, family. Stay wise. Don't be afraid to speak up. If you feel like something's off, if your spider sense is tingling, you know something ain't right. You can go ahead and do it respectfully and wisely, but you can bring those issues to your pastor, to your congregation, but do it with wisdom. Or you can just bounce, get the hell up out of there. Improve your finances immediately. Don't get got. I've been got before. As you can tell, family, I'm just getting off. I'm getting off my trauma. We've been traumatized, a lot of us have. And a lot of us been traumatized into fear. We got to do what's safe. What's that? Have a 9-to-5 job, to go work for somebody. Did you know that the children of Israel, did you know that they're entrepreneurs? I know that word entrepreneurs is a modern word, but think about it. They produced what they consumed. What they consumed came from what they produced. They were producers. They were creators. They were owners. Now, for those who fell into debt, they became servants. And for those in the ancient Near Eastern world who got into debt, became slaves. if you hate your job, but you got to do it, and you have that one income from that job that you hate, you may be in 2026 slavery. I didn't say chattel slavery. I said slavery, servitude. If you hate your job, it's the only income you have, and you think it's the right thing to do by just getting a job, but not having any side income, not having any investments, if you think that is the righteous thing to do, and you're paying tithes and offerings on top of that, you're a slave. A mental slave. The schools did not teach us financial literacy. The churches, for damn sure, did not teach us financial literacy. In the words of Pac, we got to change the way we eat. We got to change the way we live. It's up to us to figure out how to survive. Until I see no changes, can I get a little peace? I'm out of here, family. I'm hungry. Scared money don't make money. Be bold, be courageous, seek the Most High, learn, investigate, ask questions, stay hungry, stay on your grind, and get that paper and gain those assets. Build your wealth for you, for your wife, for your husband, for your children, for your children's children, and for your seed to come. It's time to build your legacy. What's the mission? What's the mission? Faith, finance, freedom. I'm the market minister, Jaden Israel. Until next time, peace and blessings, family.